My grandmother always said when I was young, silence is golden. However, when your organization is in the hot seat or a crisis looms, a sequence of listening and speaking are critical maneuvers for success. When it comes to choosing silence or not in tough situations, what do? We recommend almost never staying silent. Here's why. Silence during a crisis is a decision that comes with a cost, whether you intend it to or not. Some leaders say, wait it out, or this will go away. Lawyer representation usually prefers silence when it comes to the news media, but let's face it, not a good solution for many reasons. When counsel provides a comment to the press, the perception by the public is usually that the situation must be bad and tensions must be high if a lawyer is speaking publicly. There's a moment as a crisis unfolds where you decide, do we say something now or do we wait until we have more information, hoping the issue goes away? We want to be informed, we feel better, and we want to trust that if answers are known, we will be told what those answers are. Think of your pilot who comes on the PA system to let you know why the flight's delayed instead of being parked on the tarmac in silence. A simple acknowledgement, even if you don't have all the answers, means you are considering the other side's affected too. Journalists have a job to do. The public wants and needs to know certain things, and your clients deserve careful consideration. Often a simple statement with compassion works, such as, we will keep you updated as the situation unfolds, or as soon as we have more information, we will let you know. Giving some information is better than none. You want to build the trust of your organization by your employees, investors, board members, customers, strategic partners, communities that you live in. Do we say something now or do we wait until we know more about a situation? To be fair, sometimes silence is strategic, especially as you verify all the facts. Legal or regulatory constraints may exist and emotions internally may be running high. And premature communication can absolutely make things worse. But here's what many founders, executives, boards, and even attorneys underestimate. Silence is still a decision and it comes with a cost. Some leaders convince themselves, again, wait it out. This will blow over. Don't feed the story. What happens is that other people fill in the blanks for you. Employees do it, customers do it, communities do it, and politicians do it. The media and investors do it. And once narrative forms externally, they move fast. I've seen this firsthand across the industries. So silence never feels good. Trust does. Verify your facts first, that listening part, and understand legal or regulatory constraints, and manage your team's emotions with a plan. Prepare your remarks or a statement with several viewpoints in mind, getting back to all those different stakeholders, and get out of your own box. These are the pros of not staying quiet in a crisis. Let's delve into the cons of staying silent. What is the cost of waiting too long to say something? Number one, you miss an opportunity to build trust and miss a chance to set the narratives from the get-go. Number two, your team can be your best ambassadors in a crisis if they are informed. So always start with your internal team, your employees, all of them, no matter their locations. Number three, move externally. Sometimes the internal sets the external communications in motion. And then lastly, you leave a perception of indifference or avoidance with silence. Your competitors or the media may fill those gaps in if you are not careful. So my advice on how to navigate a crisis is, number one, acknowledge it early, and two, recognize that a resolution is different from an acknowledgement, and three, manage carefully the time of your communications, especially when it's time sensitive. In one high-profile antitrust case involving the world's largest real estate franchise by agent volume, the company's name was simply too big to stay out of the news cycle. Silence would have allowed plaintiff-driven narratives to dominate the national coverage as well, or the plaintiff's attorney. The strategy became proactive education, preparing spokespeople before the verdict ever came down, and rapid correction of any misinformation. That's why the question is not, should we speak or stay silent? The real question is, what do we say and when to maintain trust? It's all about the uncertainty. People exhale with information, even if it's not what they want to hear, because information builds trust and acknowledgement signals respect. Communication shows that you as a leader and your organization understand others that are affected too. The same psychology applies in any crisis. So founders often first turn to their lawyers, and legal counsel is critically important, but lawyers are trained to minimize legal exposure, not necessarily perception risk, stakeholder confidence, or public interpretation across multiple audiences. The strongest crisis outcomes happen when three groups work together: leadership, legal counsel, and communications counsel. Legal protects the facts, leadership demonstrates transparency and accountability, and communications protects trust, clarity, and stakeholder confidence. Those three disciplines should align early, not compete with one another. In crisis situations, we establish a centralized command center because fragmented communication creates fragmented trust. The facts matter, but people remember whether leadership showed empathy, responsibility, and accessibility. Control the narrative responsibly, provide the context needed, correct the misinformation quickly, and respect the media's deadlines and their role too. If you wait too long, you could spend months, sometimes years, trying to rebuild trust you could have preserved earlier. Correcting perception later is always harder than guiding it early. For more insights on leadership, communication, standing out by navigating difficult moments with clarity and confidence, follow this channel and learn more about it in my book, Seek Your Unique, on Amazon.